Hey friend, I know we haven't met before, but I'm so excited to connect with you and share a bit about my journey navigating the How to Start Up in Medtech digital course, which was deeply valuable and honestly life-changing for me. What Steve Bell has curated here is top tier on so many levels. So I want to provide a tiny bit of context as to who I am, why I decided to take this course, what I've gleaned from it, and why I think it could be incredibly valuable for you on your innovator journey. So first of all, my name is Isosaki. I've progressed minimally invasive surgical technology at Johnson & Johnson for over a decade. I worked across surgical staplers, clip appliers, ultrasonic technologies, N-Seal, and the meat of my career was in surgical robotics, working between Ethicon, Verb Surgical, and Oris. Also, I have a baby in the back if you hear noise. This is where I've consumed the majority of this course, was in the minivan. And I worked for a decade in those spaces, took a crazy exit in Japan after directing front-end innovation, and ended up going into my own entrepreneurial journey. And that's where I crossed paths with Steve Bell on LinkedIn, started consuming his content, which was phenomenal, and built a bit of a relationship with him, had a podcast episode that he was a guest on. And then I reached out because I was doing some stealth mode consulting for a medtech startup of like, hey, I'm really interested in what you're curating here. Tell me about this course. And I want to show you, I want to take you inside this course and why it's so valuable and kind of give you a sneak peek behind the curtain. But I will tell you, as someone who's I've done content creation for half a decade. I've done 2,000 plus videos. I've done my own digital courses, 20 million views. Everything that Steve has curated in this course is the toppest, the highest tier you could possibly imagine. He has synthesized so much wisdom into compact 3 to 8 minute videos. There's 100 of them, and basically every day on my commute home, I would just play a video and listen to it. And then he's got extra worksheets you can navigate. Like, this is a course that I will go back to for years as I go into different startup spaces at different stages, Series A, Series B, Series C, and just revisit the right pocket of information I need to make sure that we're making the right choices. Because the vast majority of startups die because they don't know what Steve knows. So let me take you inside for a minute, and then I'll release you towards making this choice. So you go to the online course, joining right now. So one of the things I love about this is you get this sense of completion as you work through it. Now I'm 100% complete, which is great, but it's broken into a whole bunch of different phases of a startup's life cycle, all the way into Series D. And what was really interesting for me, I supported probably one of the most overfunded robotic startups in history between Johnson & Johnson and Google to make Verb Surgical, as well as Oris. And so many aspects of my career journey make way more sense because I was seeing the challenges and the decision making those companies were making while I was supporting them from a larger strategic like Johnson & Johnson. But like, let's just click on one that's fun. Let's do becoming a grown-up. And let me find one that I really enjoyed. Going direct. Hiring people. I loved this one. My HR's do's and don'ts. Like, every video is just so brilliantly candid. Let me just click on one for a minute. You'll be able to hear it, so I'll stop talking.
Many years ago, a really great colleague of mine said to me, the day that we need an HR department, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I sort of understand a little bit where he was coming with that.
Just really helpful. So like, I would listen to each of these almost as a podcast while I was driving home. And then he has these worksheets that he's made for every single module that are super valuable and helpful. And some of them have links to different activities or different things you could do or connect with. Like, it is so succinct, and every single module is punchy. And like I said, I will be revisiting all of this as I go to different stages in startup journey. Like, when I start my own company in medtech, I will be running through this course again. When I'm consulting different startups at different stages, I will be revisiting the right series and just making sure that I can consult at the right level. So if you are on the fence thinking about this, like, I would highly recommend it. So anyway, that's 5 minutes. Deeply appreciate you, friend. Thank you for progressing global healing. I'm gonna go be a dad and keep changing the world.